What's going on, guys? Coach Andrew and Coach Kaylee here from Prodigy Fitness, and today we're bringing to you 2 fitness myths that we're going to debunk.
Hey, it's Coach Kaylee from Prodigy Fitness, and today our first point that we're going to tackle is, does lifting weights make women bulky? We get that quite a bit, and it's a huge common misconception that we see with prospective members in our gym. Andrew, what do you think about this?
So you're right. It's something that we get all the time, right? We get prospective members come in and they say, hey, I want to get fit, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to lift weights, right? Can I just go, run on the treadmill, or can I just go for a walk? And yes, those are all great, right? If you're looking to get fit, but if you're scared to lift weights because of fear of getting big and bulky, I think that's a huge misconception for a ton of reasons. But, women don't contain the level of testosterone that men do, right? And testosterone is going to be the big kind of hormone in our body that's going to help put on muscle. Women, they may see on Instagram or social media, these bodybuilders or these kind of bigger kind of CrossFit competitors, things like that. What they're not realizing is that these ladies are eating at a huge calorie surplus, right? They're eating a ton of food. And if we're looking to lose weight, you're going to be at a calorie deficit, right? So eating at a calorie deficit and lifting weights is actually the perfect recipe for overall fat loss as opposed to getting big and bulky. And then the third thing is the frequency that these ladies are training at, right? These competitive bodybuilders or competitive CrossFit athletes are training 2-3 times a day, and their intensity is crazy. I mean, even more than I would do, right? So the levels of intensity that our members and prospective members and just kind of the average everyday female needs to train at to lose weight, get stronger, have more energy, things like that, is not going to be at the intensity that is going to elicit kind of that bulkiness that people are fearful of, right? So you're a competitive female, weightlifter. What are your experiences? How have you seen kind of strength training benefit you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been strength training for about 8 years. I currently train 9 times a week, so I'm definitely in that category of someone who trains and eats like an athlete. But at the same time, I still don't consider myself really big and bulky, and I feel really strong, really healthy, and I'm able to do all the things that I've always enjoyed doing. So I think that strength training for women is absolutely essential. Like, it's absolutely changed my life, and I still feel like just healthier, more energy, and I feel like just a better person all around.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you are a prospective female client, you're in the Tri-Valley, you're listening to this, you're kind of thinking about maybe coming in and checking us out, don't be fearful of lifting weights. It's not going to make you big and bulky. Ultimately, it's going to make you feel pretty badass, I think. Right? All right, so for the second myth that we want to debunk today is the idea that more is always better, right? We have a ton of clients who come in and it's 150% in the gym or nothing. And we often have to talk to them about kind of scaling it back and thinking long term. So when someone comes to you and says, hey, if I'm not pushing myself 150%, then I didn't get a really good workout in. What are you saying to them with that?
I say that that's a really common misconception, but sweaty doesn't always equal better. Just because you came in and you sweated a bunch and you feel like you were going to die in the gym doesn't mean that you're going to go home and be a better athlete or get instantly better in the gym. A lot of times it hinders your recovery, and it provides a lot of mental fatigue. So that burnout is real, especially when you're pushing yourself at your max limits every single day in the gym. That fatigue, both physical and mental, is really going to hinder your fitness goals. So we really like to look at the small changes equals big results. Yeah. Do you want to kind of elaborate on that a little bit? Yeah, for sure.
And I think the idea is it's overall making progress, right? And realizing that, hey, I may need to take a step back in order for in 2 or 3 weeks to take 2 or 3 steps forward, right? So we may need to peel back the weight on our deadlift today or our squat to make sure that, if we are maybe hurting, right? If our knee hurts or our back hurts, whatever it is, we may need to take a step back in order to allow that body part to kind of recover, rest, and then in 2 or 3 weeks, hit it again or whatever it may be, right?
Yeah, exactly. They always say that you're going to recover either way. So you're either going to recover a little bit every day after your workouts, or you're going to get hurt and then spend 2-3 months recovering. So, it's really important that you're spending time each day recovering and taking care of yourself, so you don't have that big lapse or gaps in your training that like you're not able to work out at all.
Right. And I think that, what we often talk to our members about is, on a scale of 1 to 10, right? Like, we don't want or don't need your workout to be a 12, right? From an intensity standpoint, right? We want you to keep it at like a 7.5 or an 8. Like, I want it to be challenging, right? And I want you to walk out of here going, wow, that was a really great workout.
Yeah.
But also in the same breath go, you know what, I probably could have done a couple more reps, but I'm glad I didn't, because I'm gonna come back tomorrow, or I'm gonna come back on Wednesday and do another workout, right? So it's more about playing the long game and thinking of this as a long-term journey, as opposed to me just crushing this one workout, right? It's more about how the workouts kind of stack together moving forward.
Yeah, and here at Prodigy, we're here to help you out with the long-term goals that you have.
All right, guys, so there you have it, 2 fitness myths debunked. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. If you like what you guys are seeing, please don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next week.